page one for your highest volume keyword, for your best converting keyword before the Q4 craze kind of happens. And if you're thinking to yourself, but Kevin, how do I identify what my highest volume keyword is? You use services like, Google Keyword Planner. You use services like ZonKeywords. You use services that tell you exactly what the monthly search volume is for your particular keywords, and then whichever ones are converting best for you in your search term report for PPC, whichever ones are converting best for you in your PPC campaigns, whichever ones logically make the most sense, whichever ones are most commonly talked about in ZonKeywords, just like we showed you. Those are the keywords that you want to focus on. Got you.
Hey, so we got a couple questions. If you can take it. So one from Prometheus Apollo Poseidon. I really love that name. He says, it seems to say that the reverse ASIN doesn't work in Canada. So he says, doesn't work in Canada, reverse ASIN X last time I checked. So does reverse ASIN not work in Canada?
So reverse ASIN X should work in Canada. Lewis, you can confirm that. But what I would say to, what was his name? Prometheus?
Yeah, Prometheus, Apollo, Poseidon.
Prometheus, Apollo, Poseidon. I love the God references. What I would say to you is, Canada speaks English primarily. Like, unless you're in like Montreal or like one of like the French portions of Canada, Canadians speak English as well. So use the USA data, even if like the Canada data is not as there's not as much there, because the USA market is so much bigger. There's so much more search volume that there's obviously going to be more data in the USA market, right? And if you're in a different country that speaks the same language, you can use US data, and then you can populate that in Canada, and you can really take advantage of that, right? Because you're going to have so much more data than other Canadians are if they're only focusing on the Canada data by leveraging, the same language in the USA market.
Cool. And we have another question from Elise Veal. She says, hello, Kevin. What is the investment cost for ZonKeywords? Is this a monthly subscription or a one-time cost?
So you can pay annually for ZonKeywords, or you can pay monthly. ZonKeywords, we do have a discount code available. Is it the Q4 is coming one, Lewis, or is that the?
Correct. It's scrolling across the page. Yep.
Right. So that's a 50% off discount if you join annually, I believe. But you can also just try it out for a month as well. And Lewis, what's the monthly cost?
It's $49 a month.
It's $49 a month. Or if you guys want to take advantage of the annual, you can get 50% off that, which is like the best deal you'll get anywhere for any type of keyword software by far.
Cool. I don't see any other questions coming in. And guys, if you are watching right now during this live, again, while you have Kevin, while you have Lewis, while you have myself here, ask your questions. I'm facilitating all the questions right now, both the watch party and actual the live, as we're, kind of funneling the questions in. So let us know what questions you have.
Yeah, I see that there's like 55 people watching live, and there's also 50 people on the watch party. So, I see 30 comments on the watch party. Drew, are you checking that one too?
Yeah, I'm scrolling through.
Okay. Let me just make sure that.
Yeah, we're all down to the bottom here for that.
Okay, cool.
So can I give the 10-second, what we would do at PageOneify to get your garlic press to page one?
Of course, let's do it.
Use that exact example. So what we do is a targeted PPC, meaning the budget that you would have, if it's like $100, instead of spreading it across 100 keywords and getting all your keywords to page 6 from page 8, we put all $100 into one keyword. We pick it, and we help you pick it, because sometimes it's not easy to pick. It can't be so competitive, but it can't be like completely useless that no one's searching for it. And then your product, if we put all the budget into one keyword and we bid high enough for the right keyword, your product will be that product, which was those first 3, because you selected the 4th one. You selected the first organic one, but the first 3 were sponsored ads. And a regular buyer doesn't really know the difference. And so a regular buyer would come along, see your ad on page 1 in those first 3 positions, and would click on it. And one of 2 things would happen. Either they would buy it, in which case your organic rank will climb up through the ranks, or they won't buy it, in which case your ACOS will be out of control. It'll be a very bad ad campaign. And that tells you, before you waste any more money, that you're going after the wrong keyword, your product is not resonating, your photos are wrong, something's wrong, and then we kind of readjust and pick another word.
And just so I do see some other comments, Drew. If you click on the actual minutes, next to the post, you can see some other ones. So I'm going to address some of the older ones just before I forget. So Elise says, PageOneify, is it useful for Shopify too? The answer is no, because PageOneify is for ranking Amazon products, right? With Shopify, you're focusing more on Facebook ads, paid traffic, sometimes SEO and things like that. Tracy Taylor says, hello, what's up? Mark Pizzella says, hey, Kevin, newer ninja. I'm just curious. I've been seeing some ninjas posting about PageOneify, pretty positive about the one. And people are saying that it's possible to get suspended for using launch services. Is this true, or am I misunderstanding something? So that's a great question, Mark. The answer is, so Amazon changes all the time, right? Amazon, about 2 months ago, changed a policy where you were no longer allowed to use 99% off, 95% off discount codes for some people. It didn't apply to everyone, but it did apply to some people. And so for PageOneify, we immediately reacted to that. We only had a couple of people who had any issues. They got their accounts 100% back. And in the last 2 months, we've had 0 issues whatsoever because we adjusted to be within Amazon's terms of service. Elise says, thank you. Prometheus says, brothers, thank you. Radul says, thank you, Kevin. You're welcome. If I'm ranked, okay, I've already answered that one. Kevin, you're seriously the real deal. Massive love and respect for you. I appreciate that. Cody Mithun says, I sell so many garlic presses a day. That's awesome. Manoj says, hello, what's up? All right, cool. And so
we have some new ones down there I can start giving you right now if you want.
Cool, give me.
So it says, if Amazon chose my product for Amazon choice for a particular keyword like floating backpack, does that mean that I should focus more on that keyword rather than other main keywords for that product?
So floating backpack. You have to kind of identify what your best keywords are, right? Because let me give you an example. If you sell a jumbo or a small or a stainless steel garlic press, almost for a 100% fact, your best keyword won't be garlic press, even though garlic press is the highest volume. So you're not always so focused on the highest volume keyword, because sometimes people don't know what they're looking for. They type garlic press and they don't know whether they want a small one, a big one, a ceramic one, a metal one, a stainless steel. They don't know what they want, right? And so if you put all of your budget into the less specific highest volume keyword, you're going to waste through all of your budget, when if you actually invested your budget into stainless steel garlic press, for example, that could be a much higher converting keyword for you. So it's not only about the highest volume. Generally, it's more so about the highest converting. And the way that you figure that out is through your through logic, first of all, right? You want to be more specific. Long tail keywords generally have a higher profit margin and a better ACoS, right? And then you want to look at what your competitors are doing, and then you want to review the actual data in your search term report.
Awesome.
And if you email rank at PageOneify, that's 90% of the coaching and support that we help you with, is to pick this keyword, because it's not easy. Do you go for the highest, or do you go for the most targeted? And that's because it's not the launch service that's doing well or not well. It's how relevant your keyword is to your product that determines whether you're going to rank. And so all the attention should be on picking that right keyword. And a lot of the time, you have to prepare yourself that you won't get it right, and you try, and if it doesn't work, you can change the keyword that's going to resonate.
Cool. Right. We got the questions rolling in here, so I'm going to start shooting them at y'all. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm going to let you do it too, Drew. You have both the watch party and the other one up, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll let you read them then.
I'm going to go through all the, I got 2 more. I'm going to go through the watch party, and I'm going to go back to the regular live for you guys, so we get everybody, okay? So Robert Hunter says, what's up, guys? Can't wait to get started. Can't wait for you to get started as well, Rob. Mark says, cool. So the next question is $500 a decent start for an online business, plus product purchase, freight forwarding, and if I pay suppliers?
So $500 is not enough to get started with Amazon FBA the correct way. right? But to answer your question more specifically, there are other online businesses that you can leverage, right? So we want to keep this particular live really focus on Amazon. But if you're looking for ways to get started, to build up some initial capital, to then invest in Amazon, generally what we recommend is a good starting point for Amazon, including the cost of a course if you're interested in a course, right? Of course, it's possible to be successful without one, but it's much easier, and you're not going to make really catastrophic mistakes if you follow a blueprint that has worked for so many other people, which is the value of a course, right? We generally recommend with the course to have between $3,000 and $5,000 to kind of get ready and get started the right way when it comes to cost of goods sold and shipping. But if you're looking for a way to build up that initial capital, then I would check out my YouTube channel. Just go onto YouTube and just search Kevin David. We have a lot of strategies to kind of build up some initial money to get started before you actually have enough to get started the right way with Amazon.
Cool. And then on going on to the actual live, and I know Saif had a similar question saying, what is the least amount that I can get started with? And obviously your videos will answer that question as well for Amazon.
Yeah, we just talked about that, like between 3 and 5K, including the cost of a course. Of course, you can get started with less. Of course, it's better to have more, but that's kind of like a general rule of thumb.
Cool. And we have another question from Cameron James. What's going on, Cameron? Nice to see you, buddy. He says, can I capitalize on certain holiday keywords for extra traffic? Have a giftable product?
Well, first of all, what's up, Cameron? And for people watching, Cameron actually has made over $1 million from my Amazon course. So that's pretty freaking awesome, Cameron. First of all, give you a little round of applause for Cameron making over 7 figures with my Amazon course. And Cameron's also a part of my digital course secrets. And, you know, he's just had such a tremendous amount of success in our ecosystem. So first of all, what's up, man? To answer your question, right, one of the main things that we teach when it comes to doing product research correctly is giftable products make all the difference, right? And Lewis, I'm sure you can attest to this as well. We've launched products together on Amazon. Giftable products have a lot of benefits and no detriments, right? The return rate of giftable products is very low because people don't return gifts, right? The price sensitivity for giftable products is much lower because if you're buying a gift for your mom, for your dad, for your wife, for your husband, you don't care if it costs a few extra dollars, right? Because it's meaningful, because it's a gift, right? And giftable products have one of the most important benefits of giftable products is, there's these huge spikes for like Mother's Day, for Father's Day, Valentine's Day, of course, Christmas being the largest one, which make a massive, massive impact on your overall business. And so to answer your question, Karen, what I like to do is what's called low bid keyword campaigns. And so we can, I'm just going to share my screen really quickly again. And so ZonKeywords, what we actually have right here, I would make this a broad match PPC campaign with 30-cent bids each, right? 30 cents, maybe 35-cent bids each for all of these. And then I would also include words like dad, mom, gift, present, things like that. And sometimes you can have a huge, huge effect when it comes to actually, increasing these low cost sales because people are typing things in like gift for dad that's cheap, right? And if you run a broad match campaign with a very cheap bid, then your ad is going to show when people type in like, last second gift for mom, right? Like these like really weird things that people type in. That's how you can take advantage by doing low bid keyword campaigns to not run through all your budget and doing it on keywords like gift, present, dad, mom, parents, grandparents, things like that.
Can I come in also, which is that now that we're in sort of the end of October, you've got a few more weeks, probably till about the middle of November, maybe towards the end of November, that if you were going to launch for a giftable keyword like gift for granddad, there's not that much search happening for that now. So you could rank to page 1 for gift for granddad now at less budget. It's going to cost less money to rank for gift for granddad now than what it will cost when the buying season starts. And so now would be the time that you would be investing in your giftable keywords, exactly as you said, your holiday keywords. Now would be the time to get to page 1 for them.
And remember, guys, we don't want to like put a bunch of budget into that, right? Because people don't know what they want when they type in gift for mom. And so if you have a limited budget, don't just go broad match with like $2, $3, $5 bids. That's just going to eat up all your budget. You have to control it by setting your bids to be very low for those general keywords, or else you're just going to eat up all your budget.
Cool. The questions are continuing to pour in, guys. So I'm going to go and continue to hit them. Okay. So says, hi, Kevin. Can you elaborate on viral launch for a product review with percentages? Thanks.
Can you elaborate on a product launch with viral launch with percentages?
How many reviews you can get for every unit sold?
Okay.
I'll come in. I mean, so basically, Amazon, the average on Amazon is 2 to 3%, meaning for every 100 products that you sell, Amazon would expect 2 to 3 people to leave a review. Okay. What does that mean in the real world of ranking and launching your product? It means that the first 1 or 2 sales that you make, you can get a review, because Amazon thinks maybe the first 1 or 2 are part of the first 100, and there won't be a problem. So your first 1 or 2 sales, you can get reviews, but your first 10 sales, you can't get reviews for the first 10 sales. So 1 or 2%, 2 to 3%, which means the first 1 or 2 sales you do, they can leave reviews. But after that, you have to be very, very careful about how many reviews you get for how many sales you're making. And this is the one area where you have to be conservative. You can't go straight to 10 or 15 reviews. You're just going to get blocked.
Cool. I think that's awesome advice there. Let's see what else we got going on here. So we have, let's see, Molly, it says, approximately how long will it take to get to page 1 using PageOneify service?
So it depends on your keyword that you're trying to target. If you're targeting if you're targeting Kindle, for example, it might be impossible. And so the purpose of PageOneify's coaches is you get a personal coach assigned to you that lets you know exactly how long it would take for whatever keywords you're targeting. They'll also recommend what keywords you should target, and then they'll let you know how long, an estimate of how long it's going to take based on, the volume of your keywords and things like that.
But it's like about a week.
Yeah.
Cool. So Liz, what's going on? Liz chiming in. Hi guys. Says good job, Cameron. Cameron's excited, of course. Matt says congrats. And he says thank you. It says G. So G said, I recently got my brand trademarked. I want to improve conversion for my detailed sales page. Do you guys have any recommendations for creating A+ content and creating a store on Amazon?
Yeah, I mean, the best way to make A+ content, you mean an actual brand store, or do you mean for your product listing? Drew, do you know?
No, well, I can repeat the question for you.
Yeah, would you mind?
Yeah, no problem. It says, I recently got my brand trademarked. I want to improve conversion for my detailed sales page.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear that part. So the best way to do that, to be honest, is whatever your main keyword is, right? Whatever your highest volume or highest converting, or preferably if it's the same highest volume and highest converting, type that into Amazon. Look at the number 1 product, right? Like run whatever product research software you use. Look at the product that's selling the most, has the highest sales history, and is organically ranking first, and look at what their product listing looks like, right? And then use ZonKeywords to put in, the top 4 or so organically ranking products, like exactly how we showed you in this video, and then make sure that all of the highest volume keywords that the people who are ranking first organically have, and make sure that your title has those, make sure your product listing has those, your bullets have those, your backend keyword has all of those top mentioned words of the top organic ranking products. Because think about it like this, guys, Amazon is not hiding anything from you. They're telling you what the best 4 products are, right? So you want to base your listing on the best, 2 or 3 or 4 highest ranking organic products that have the most sales.
Cool. That was G. So we have another from Acer. So he says, and Lewis, this is going to be a question directed to you directly. So it says, so I recently did PageOneify launch campaign. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it says, I recently did the PageOneify launch campaign following YouTube videos step by step. Somehow the ad status was suspended immediately. after it says my campaign went through. Wanted to ask Lewis if he knows why that would ever happen, or if he's experienced other customers that ran into this issue as well.
And I experienced it myself on my own product. I mean, Amazon, you need to have a thick skin, and I don't know why your ad campaign would get suspended. It could be that your payment method, your credit card that is used to pay is not, it doesn't have funds, or Amazon doesn't want to take that money. There are a number of technical reasons. We call this a technical fault. And so with your PageOneify coach, you're going to have to speak with Seller Central. You're going to have to solve this technically. There is something going wrong. It's not a product is not ranking well problem. It's not people are not choosing your product problem. So technical issues do arise.
And Drew, just for the sake of time, I'm going to start reading some of the questions a little bit faster.
Okay.
So is it actually real that money can be made from Amazon these days? Do you guys sell stuff away from Amazon also? And is it essential to keep up with the policies and legal side of things, or employ someone to do it? So the answer is absolutely. There's literally people watching this stream right now that started from zero that have made more than $1 million selling on Amazon. And they're everyday people just like you and me. And they've made over $1 million. And that's just somebody watching this stream right now. We have thousands of other students who are doing this. And there's literally over 100,000 people last year made 6 figures or more with their Amazon businesses. So the answer is absolutely. And of course, it's essential to, be up to date on policies and things like that when it comes to Amazon. But that's one of the many advantages of joining a course with a proven blueprint, right? Thanks for all the info. Very helpful. First product being produced now. Can't wait to get rolling. You rock. Awesome, Nolan. Congratulations. Kevin, will you offer webinars for Shopify in the future? What is the best tool to use to rank organically on Shopify? So ranking organically on Shopify is different because Amazon's just a centralized website. And I'm going to answer this, but I want to focus on Amazon. The way to rank on Shopify organically is through SEO. So you rank in Google, right? And so we're not going to go too deeply into that, but that's just a basic answer for you. Hey, Kevin, just finished reading the courses. Should I create the LLC before creating my Amazon FBA account? The answer is yeah, you can. You don't necessarily need an LLC, but it helps protect your personal assets in case you were ever to get sued or some worst case scenario thing happened like that. All right, so great job, Cam. That's awesome. Hey, what are your thoughts on choosing Alibaba products that have pre-made orders ready to ship, such as standard generic products? Well, we're going to keep this on Amazon, but Alibaba doesn't really do that. That's more AliExpress, and that's more the drop shipping model, which is not what Amazon is about. Great job, Cam. That's smart, guys. We're getting ready to launch on PageOneify, but we've seen some comments about suspensions for launching services. So yeah, we already touched on that one, Yvonne. That happened with all launching services about 2 months ago when Amazon changed a policy. All the top launching services like PageOneify have now adjusted to that and are within terms of service and have had zero issues whatsoever. Will $1,000 into keywords get me to page 1? Well, PageOneify costs significantly less than that. So I would, instead of trying to spend $1,000 on keywords yourself, just let PageOneify handle it and take advantage of the discount code that we have for you guys today if you are interested in doing that. All right, so I'm going to take a few more questions, guys, because I do have to run eventually. I wasn't expecting there to be so many questions.
Wow.
So I see, hi, thanks for your time. Can you please tell me if the viral launch export under the net income column, is that per month, per year, or the previous month? So it's all of the metrics on the Chrome extension, for example, are on a 30-day rolling period. I haven't gotten my store yet, but would you recommend jumping right into paid marketing from day one? The answer is absolutely yes, Carla. PPC is an integral, very important part of running a successful Amazon business. If you have an established product and you want to add variations, should you create separate listings or piggyback off the established product? My answer for that is you should create separate listings. Lewis, why don't you add in your input?
There's advantages and disadvantages. The advantage of going in with a family is that the reviews that the existing product has, those reviews carry over to the new product. So the new product arrives onto the market with reviews. The disadvantage is the advantage of also being combined together is that it will get existing traffic because that initial listing that is there has buyers that come, and now all of a sudden those buyers are going to see that there's a variation. The disadvantage is that you could have had 2 different images on page 1, and now you only have 1. And so, but the key thing to remember, and this is what I want everybody to remember, the key thing is that you can change your mind again and again and again, and you can split them out, and you can bring them back together multiple times. So you could try it separate, you could then bring it back together, and they keep their reviews. The reviews kind of go with them, So that's what we've done, and multiple times we can split them out.
Right. What are some common figures to see when starting FBA? So I'm going to assume that you mean like what is a common amount that you can start making. So I wouldn't say that there's a common amount because it depends on how much you invest, how many different products you invest in, things like that. But I can say my particular experience was I was making more from Amazon FBA within my first month of being live than I was making at my 6-figure consulting job. So I was making more for myself within the first literal week or month than I was making at my 6-figure per year consulting job. That was my experience, but some people make more, some people make less. It's like any business. It really depends on how hard you're working. Thank you, Kevin and Drew and Lewis. Very excited to work with you. Yeah, you're welcome, Yvonne. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So Drew is really going to be leading these. Every week we're going to have them at the same exact time to answer your guys' questions live, to show demos of all of the exciting new tools and features, and to demo new products, and to show you guys exactly how to build listings, exactly how to do PPC. We're really going to be breaking down everything for you guys to make it as as simple and as awesome for you guys as we possibly can. Thanks, guys. Love this info. #blessings. I will talk to you soon, Lewis. Remember my name, please, because of your course. Kevin, you're going to allow me to not worry about time. Yeah, awesome. Lewis says that did answer my question. Thank you. Yeah, you are welcome. Hey guys, when will be the ZonBase launch? Can't wait. We're actually not going to talk about that right now. Matthew, I do appreciate the question. It's a great question. We're not going to talk about that yet though, but I promise you that you guys will all be the first to know. Make sure that if you haven't, that you subscribe to notifications in the FBA Ninjas group, right? Because sometimes the notifications by default are not turned on. And I'm actually going to share my screen and show you guys exactly how to do that. Just so you make sure that you don't miss out, right? Because, and Drew, can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, loading it up right now.
Okay, cool. So inside of FBA Ninjas right here, we can see that it says notifications, right? So guys, we're doing $100 giveaways on this video. We're going to choose someone in the next 24 hours out of the people who comment down below. And you can enter as many times as you want. You can comment as many times as you want. We're going to choose someone and we're going to give them a $100 gift card. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on our giveaways, on our discounts for software, on all of our tutorials, come into the FBA Ninjas group right here and go to notifications, and you can literally do either highlights or all posts if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on anything, right? Make sure that all posts is highlighted. If you don't want to miss anything, if that's too much for you, you can leave it on highlights as well. And so, Drew, are there any other questions? Because I kind of navigated away from things.
Yeah, let's see if we got some more that came in. A lot of thank yous coming like from Prometheus.
Oh, I see one. You notice the difference between 4.2 stars and 4.3 stars is life-changing for a listing, takes it from 4 to 5. Yeah, so this is actually an interesting question. So the answer to this question, Colton, is there actually is a world of difference between 4.5 stars and up and everything else. Right? Because think about it for yourself. If you see 4 out of 5, you're like, well, enough people are saying that something's wrong with this product that I have to read into it. But if you see 4.5 stars, right, half that star is filled, you're like, oh, okay, whatever. It's probably just like some random person who's just butthurt complaining about everything. So I would really work very, very hard to get it to 4.5 stars. And, there's a lot of different ways to do that. The strongest way probably is leveraging services like PageOneify. The private group for my students is a great way as well. Rena says, thank you. You're absolutely welcome, Rena. I've taken Amazon's FBA course, but is viral launches product discovery reliable? I've been doing the product research for a while, and sometimes the results are different from time to time. Thanks. Yeah, so from a product research perspective, viral launch is the best as of now, which is why we recommend it. And things change on Amazon all the time. There's tens of millions of products. There's really a lot going on, and so they're constantly scanning the database. They're constantly, re-updating their data on a 30-day rolling period. And so you might see small differences in the data, but it is, one of the most accurate, if not the most accurate when it comes to product research.
Juliana has a question, says, thanks for answering my first question. If I create the FBA account now without the LLC yet, will that be a problem in the future, like with the business bank account?
So if you want to do everything the smartest way, Juliana, just make your LLC now, right? Open a business bank account in the name of your LLC, and then get a business credit card in the name of your LLC all at the same time. You can do it all at the bank, right? And then everything is going to match. Everything is going to be beautiful. Everything is going to be amazing. All right, guys, we're going to shut this down. We've had a lot of fun. I do have to head out. Private group is badass as Prometheus. Yes, absolutely. So guys, one last time, comment live if you're watching live, comment replay if you're watching it on the replay. If you want to make $100 gift card, all you have to do to take advantage of that is comment down below, and we're going to choose someone in the next 24 hours to pick the $100 winner. And then as we said before, guys, we had a $2,000 giveaway announcement. We're going to give one person free access to the Amazon FBA Ninja course that has created millionaires, that has created people making $500,000 in a single month. So if you want access to that, make sure you join us next week on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing that giveaway on our next live. So make sure you guys join. And again, Louis is a business partner of mine and also the owner of PageOneify and ZonKeywords. He can answer all of your questions. Feel free to tag him as often as you like.
Drew, questions are better. Come on.
Yeah, and then Drew is our customer success manager. So he's going to be, leading these lives. He's going to be helping people. He's going to be answering questions. So a huge thank you to both Louis and Drew, and a huge thank you to all of you guys who joined today and asked questions. Again, comment down below if you want that free $100 gift card, and join us next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern for the $2,000 course giveaway. So we appreciate all of you guys, and we'll see you all very soon. And we are excited to talk more about the Q4 madness and how to take advantage of it and make the most profit for your business.